Divisive Legend here. Today I'm going to talk about some history of Black Lives Matter and how Black Lives Matter is completely founded upon a lie. So, to start, Black Lives Matter, they talk about hands up, don't shoot, hands up, don't shoot. And they say that during their marches, and that's always been a predominantly heavy theme that Black Lives Matter will promote. Now, the origin of hands up, don't shoot was started with Michael Brown when he got shot while trying to disarm Officer Darren Wilson. And the media, they got a statement from Michael Brown's friend who was there, and he said that Michael Brown had his hands up and that he was trying to leave and all of that. Well, everything actually, when it came out, when everything got revealed, it turns out Michael Brown was just committing illegal activity in a convenience store. And they actually showed the evidence and everything when they investigated. And all of the evidence and everything showed that Mike Brown's friend was not saying it accurately, and that his statement was not accurate, and that it was more in line with what Darren Wilson said, which was that Michael Brown was attacking him and was attempting to disarm him and take his gun. So that's why Officer Darren Wilson was not indicted. Well, at that point, the media, before all of that, and ever since the whole statement from Mike Brown's friend, the media promoted the hands up, don't shoot narrative. And they were doing nothing but promoting hands up, don't shoot. And that's what allowed pretty much Black Lives Matter to be able to gain the steam that it did early on, was the media protecting and building off of the narrative with that. So the media promoting hands up, don't shoot allowed Black Lives Matter to continue to use it, and it allowed them to gain steam off of it. So that's why Black Lives Matter was founded on a lie, because Michael Brown's friend who was there lied about Michael Brown's hands being up, and the media pushed the lie even further. Now I'm going to talk about what Black Lives Matter is saying for lies now. Black Lives Matter claims to be a peaceful movement. Now, if they were such a peaceful movement, I don't think we'd have cities getting burned down on a basis of every time somebody black is being shot by police. They're not very honest at all about that. They're associated with Antifa, which is a very, very violent group. And they're pretty much a bunch of pussies who wear masks, but they try to get violent and then run off whenever people fight back. And they always try to attack in a large group. So, there's more violence out of them. Now we go further into that, we talk about the fact that they're promoted with lies from the media and biased media. If a white person is shot by police, which by the way, if you do your research, more whites are shot by police every year than blacks. So, more whites get shot by police every year. The media never bats an eye. But if somebody black is shot by the media, by the police, the media goes out, they promote it as a race issue, and they push it as, this is because he was black, it was a white, and it's always a race issue when a black person is shot by a white police officer, no matter what the black person was doing prior. It's always a racially motivated thing. And yet more whites have been beaten and shot by police than blacks. The reason that blacks have use of force more likely to be used on them is because they're a smaller percentage of the population and they commit a larger amount of crimes that would require the officers to use force. So, I just wanted to do a little quick truth bomb for the day. Divisive Legend tuning out. Real news, real talk. Peace.